Hello everyone and welcome back to the Engineer's Guide. To start off, I am really excited about the new update. The Warfare 1 update. I'm not going to use too much of it right now because, well, yeah, it's mostly about personal combat, and I may use some blocks in hallways. I may use the weapon rack, and I do need to get the right gun for me. But if I remember correctly, my magnesium. Oh, I do have a little bit of magnesium, 4,900 kilograms. So I can make a little bit of ammunition. Yeah, I was thinking for today. I can do two things. I do want a bigger miner. That was one of the things I remembered from last episode, that the miner that I have is, well, it's rather slow in getting a lot of resources quickly. And since I'm being rushed away from asteroids at moments that are not really convenient for me, I think it's better to have a little bit of a bigger miner. And with a little bit, I was thinking about 4 times the size of the one I have now. But another thing I remember, I don't have a lot of platinum. I have 612 kilograms, and for a larger miner I need 12 large ion thrusters. And apparently I don't have any iron. I don't have any iron. I need to refine some first. Okay, this will do for now. What I need is 12 large ion thrusters. This one. And I do have enough platinum for this. Okay, so the plan for today is to make a large miner. And this one is... this one will be built around the PEM script. So it will be focused on mining automatically. And initially it will look like a brick, a little bit like the one I have now. And the one I have now is mining. Let me see. Oh, there it is. It's coming back right now. My other plan was to start with the suites. So I would have to build the vertical transport column here. I need to build it up to level +3. And then I can start with the suites. Yeah, the suites. But for now, we're going to start with a large miner. And I was thinking about something else. And I had an idea. And that is that I want my oxygen supply on this level. The bottles up to the back, where apparently I have some damage. And I need some steel. So I want that here. Yeah. And I can connect it through the back here, and I noticed that I need to continue this line to the back, and that needs to come through here. Okay. Yeah, here. I don't mind. So that will come through there. Same on this side. Oh, and then I can repair this block because I've got some steel right now. So that will come through here. That will go up and connect this vent. And will come through to the side here and connect to the oxygen tanks. This will be a small project because, well, actually it will be 2 layers because I want to let the catwalk come through up to this point, so you can reach every oxygen tank, and I will get about 12 or 13 tanks. Well, we'll see how it looks. I can do that in between stages of the miner. And for the miner, yeah, I've set a couple of rules for myself. And that is that I don't want that one to be bigger than 3 by 6 blocks large grid. 5, 6. And that is because for the support base where it can fly in, I want it to be able to turn around, because that's how the PEM script works. It flies to the front of the docking point, and then it turns around a couple of meters away from the connector. And I don't want it to hit any of the sides, and the entrance will be 3 high and 7 wide. And if you use the rule of Pythagoras, then this diagonal is less than 7. So that's why. And the only thing I need for this is a rotor. And I think I'm going to put it in the front here because, well, I am going to start with the drills. This is almost as big as 3 blocks. Or it is. It is? Yeah, it is 3 blocks. Yeah. I'll be making it 3 drills high. So let's continue. Yeah, this will work. I'll start with welding this up, and then we can continue backwards. Okay, so this is the start. Yeah, and now comes the, well, more interesting part. And that is where to place the cockpit. This one. And all the other components. Because I want to have the forward camera, I want it to be in front of the cockpit. And I want to be able to see all the screens with the camera as well as from the cockpit. And I have experimented a little bit with that. And I have an idea what I want to have on the LCDs, or on the text panels in this case. And for that I need 6 of these. And I think this will work once if I place them like this. And I need about 4 blocks space between the LCDs and, oh, not here, and the camera. So that will be around here. And then the cockpit will come right behind this. Let's remove this one. So if I weld this up, then I can see through the camera and I can check if the cockpit is at the right height or if it needs to be placed 1 block higher. And if I have this set up and I put the oxygen tank behind this, then I can continue all the blocks around it. I can put some thrusters here in the front. The only place I need to access is the cockpit from the side, I think. Yeah, from the side. Okay. Camera. View. I can see all the screens perfectly, so this will work, and I can zoom in and check what's in the asteroid. Okay, so this setup works. Now I only have to place everything around this, and I don't have too much length to place everything. So first things first, I think the more important parts that are difficult to place normally are the forward thrusters. And in this case I can put them somewhere in the center here. So let's start by doing that. Furthermore, I do need to put a sensor in front for the PEM script, and best is to do that right here. And I thought it's part of the computers, the programmable blocks. So this one will come here, and I've got the thrusters here. Then I need some thrusters upwards and downwards. I start with thrusters in the front because those ones usually take up the most space. And the rear I mostly use for the storage. And for the ejectors. And the ejectors will... well, that will be interesting where I will place them. And I need really a lot of timer blocks. So yeah, it's important to keep that in mind. What's also necessary is, well, more thrusters. This way I've got the thrust in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directions already, and I only need to put in the forward thrust at the back of the ship. Did I do it right? Yeah. Okay, again, I will weld this up and then we can continue. Okay, that's done. As you can see, I'm leaving these armor blocks unwelded because I'm not really sure if I want to keep them right there. Okay. There are a couple things I want to make sure that I do them right. One thing is that I want a connector on the bottom and on the rear of the ship. I also want a landing gear on the bottom and the rear of the ship, because I'm not sure if I want to dock the ship hanging on the ceiling or just placing it down on the floor. And I want to be able to do both. So, yeah. And since the cockpit is here and the drills will come to one block below this, I think I need to place some landing gear, and the landing gear, oh, they are here already. They will need to come here.
Energy low.
And the connector will come here. And this will be interesting. Because I'm not sure how everything will connect right now. If I use a junction, I will have to place it like this. So with a... Oh wait, I can place it one higher. And then with a frame in between this one. But that will have to fit with everything above. Okay. I think it will. So yeah, this one here. Then a frame and then the connector. This is at the right height here. I do want to have an... This is an oxygen generator. I wanted to have an oxygen tank here. Let's see. This one. No, apparently not. Tank. This one. Yeah, the rest is hydrogen. So I do need to fit this one somewhere. And I'm wondering if I do this one here, that I don't have enough space for the storage. And I think I'm right about that. Yeah, I need to fit. I need to fit that one somewhere else. But let's recharge for a moment. Okay, I've thought about this, and well, it's simple. I am designing this all around the PEM script, or by using the PEM script. And that will mean that I won't be in the cockpit for large amounts of longer amounts of times. So I'm not connecting the cockpit to the conveyor system. And I am not installing an O2H2 generator or an oxygen tank, which leaves me with a lot more space for the conveyors and storage. However, I do need to have the connector down here. So let's get that one. And as you can see, I'm already quite far in the fourth block regarding the length of the ship. And I need to place a lot of components. One of which is a merge block on top, because I want this one to be able to be printed. And I think it's a good idea to start a component list with everything that I want to put on the ship. So let's do that. Okay, I think I've got the list, and of all of these parts, I have the cockpit. Yeah, the rest isn't complete yet. So let's start with a couple of basic features that I want. One of which is, of course, an ore detector. And let's make a mount for that. I use, let me check, the battered armor and the dark blue for the armor, just like the other ships. And I do need some steel for that, like so. And of course change this back to the carbon fiber and dark gray, and place the ore detector and an antenna here. And let's put the remote control above there, but I do need some components for that. Okay, the antenna, we will set the range to 2000, so that when a hacker drone comes by, it doesn't get this one. And yeah, so 3 functional blocks in the front, and I think I forgot the remote control in this list. Let me check. Antenna and the ore detector. The gyroscopes, what I need to figure out is, and that's something I did wrong with the constructor and the deconstructor, I need to place them in a way that they will be welded when the ship is printed. So I need to place them upwards to a block instead of downwards, so that the block that the gyroscopes is placed on is welded before the gyroscopes are welded. Yeah, I need to place the where are they?
Meteor storm inbound.
There they are, the large cargo containers. And this will be interesting. I was counting the blocks a little bit, and if I leave the center row for conveyors, then these blocks will touch the ground, and that's not what I want. I want at least 4 of these, and I think that's also the maximum I can reach within this boundary, within these boundaries. So I'm going to place the bottom ones one up, and then these will be at this level. And yeah, I need to connect them to here somehow, and they will be around this level. So I can choose to put a junction here and connect through the junction, or I can use a medium cargo container, and then I've got some more cargo. And I think I'm going for that solution. So let me get some components. Okay, I've got the cameras, I've got the connectors. For now I've got the containers. I've got the thrusters. I already got a projector. So yeah, that's going quite well. Oh, I didn't finish this one. I've got the merge block. Did I put it on the list? Probably not, but I've got it. Merge block. So, all right. Yeah. What's next? You see that I keep the front side, the drills and the storage, I keep them separate for now. That is because I want to have the sorters for the stone and the ejectors. I want that to be connected separately to the drills, separately from the storage. This will cause the storage to stay empty for other resources, which I noticed that, where is it? Probably on the other, yeah, it's coming back right now. The mini miner has the drills connected directly to the storage and the ejectors. So the storage is filled, and when the ship is filled up to about 90%, then the PEM script is triggered to send the ship back home. And it keeps ejecting stone up till the moment it docks, and yeah, chances are that the ship is coming back empty, and I don't want that. Therefore, I want the systems to be the systems to be completely separated. And that is why I build this way. To continue, I need a lot of ejectors still, and maybe I'm going to make a separate blueprint for that, because I was thinking to make 4 strips of 24 ejectors. And each strip has, so it's a strip of 2 times 12 ejectors, and each strip has 12 sorters, and all these ejectors and all the sorters need to be turned on and off with timer blocks. So I think it's best if I make separate strips for that. So let's get this one out front. Oh, and I need steel. I need, let me see, 4 timer blocks. And those should be also part of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So an on switch and an off switch for the ejectors, and an on switch and an off switch for the sorters. So I'm going to build this one, set up the timers, name all the blocks, and I think I'm going to merge block this one then on this ship, and the other ones I'm going to build with a projection. And I think that's the most efficient way to do this. So let's get welding, and for this I'm going to use the welder ship, the constructor. Okay, that's built, and it looks like a ridiculous large amount, but in my experience this is really necessary. Sorters and ejectors, that's done. And that's the batteries. So that is 10 times the battery. I can wait with the turrets. Can I wait with the turrets? No, I need to make a conveyor line from I'm going to turn this one around. And then I will make a conveyor line on either side towards the turret. I'm not sure where I'm going to place it precisely. There is something that I do need to worry about. That is the gyroscopes. I don't want to make the same mistake as I did with the constructor. And what I was thinking, if I place them below these blocks somewhere, or below these batteries here, then they will be built when I print this ship. I think that's maybe the best place to build them, and that's below these batteries, a little bit in the center of the ship. So 4 and I need 5 on either side. I can place another 4 timer blocks and then the gyroscopes in front of that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I don't have to worry no longer for the gyroscopes. And the landing gear are also done. So I'm almost ready. Let's get some energy, and then I think it's time to place a lot of timer blocks and setting everything up. I've put on the to-do list that I needed multiple sensors, and I've got a good reason for that. I've got one sensor for the PEM script that I need, and I want to use 2 for the docking of the ship. And 1 is used for the approach, and 1 will be used for when the ship is actually docked. And I am going to do that so that I can turn off the ejectors when the miner is approaching the docking position for the ship. And oh no, a sniper drone. I need to deal with that. To continue, so let's get a gun. So when the miner is approaching the ship, the ore detector will be turned off, the sorters will be turned off, the ejectors will be turned off. This way the ship doesn't dump its stone when it's docked, and it won't be okay. So, as I mentioned, 2 sensors. 1 for docking and 1 for the approach. And in between I can fill this all up with the timer blocks. Also what I needed to do was the supply line for the turrets over here. Right now I'm at the point that I'm going to set up all the timer blocks. For example, I want a timer block with which I can switch the batteries to recharge and automatic. I want to be able to turn the landing gear on and off, the connectors. I want to switch the lock to on and off. Well, every block here will be put in a timer block, and also the turrets. That's another thing for the approach. When the miner is approaching the dock, the future dock, because I haven't built it yet, the turrets need to be turned off, because I don't want this ship to be shooting enemies from halfway out of the dock. Well, that was quite the work. I've got loads and loads of timer blocks, as you can see. I've got 51. So yeah, quite a bit. Looking at the list, I did place the sensors. I do have to set them up. I need to place the turrets. I need to place the programmable blocks, and I think I'm going to place them somewhere here above. I've already set a couple of things up. I've set up the toolbars, the controls for the ship, and right now I've also set up the PEM script in the LCD in the middle on the right side. The other 3 LCDs I will fill up with scripts for the automatic LCDs, and I've got some IDs for that. So alright, this is all done. There's light available around the ship. I do have to check if the sensors work, but the approach sensor seems to be working since the ejectors are turned off. So for this, I've added the LCDs, I've added the lights, and I've added the turrets. So this list is complete, everything is on board. The next bit is I do have to set up the automatic LCD or multiple LCDs. I have to name the ship, and Well, currently the most appropriate name seems to be the blue brick, but well, maybe I will have some inspiration later on. Yeah, I was thinking to have a little break from the miner. I think, let me check, the rotor is disconnected right now, so let's attach this one again. And I want to focus on the oxygen supply. So for that I need some steel plates. And the catwalks need construction components. Okay, that was strange. I didn't even notice that someone or something was coming. And now I've got this here. I hope nothing's damaged, but it seems like it hasn't. The only thing is that, well, it's annoying to have all these floating pieces around, especially here where I'm going to build and my inventory is full. Alright, let's start with this. I've got a space of 13 blocks long, and I wanted to have the oxygen tanks here. And I am going to make 2 sections of 6 tanks on either side. So let me get the tanks. The walkway will go alongside the tanks and will stop over here. And I think that I'm going to let the tanks connect to a conveyor line up here, so that it will be a little bit out of the picture. Let me see if I can do that immediately. Well, something like this, and I can place a screen, an LCD with some information about how full these tanks are. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the automatic LCDs by MLStar for that, or another script. Maybe a somewhat more visual script, where you can where the tanks are shown separately. Okay, that's that bit done. Let me get some steel and construction components. Let me check, it was this skin with the dark gray. I do have to grind that one down, but I already have a full inventory, so that won't work. And in between there I will place an LCD when I finish up the entire production area, because there's a place for a couple of more LCDs, amongst which the LCDs that come here for the refineries. There's a greenish vibe over here, so it's kind of cool, kind of dark. All right. So I'll weld this up, and then I do have to weld up the line that's going to over there on either side. And then I'll continue with the miner, the automatic miner. Okay, this mining ship is done. There is a cargo transport coming, but well. Everything is set up, all the screens are set up, and yeah, I want to wait until the other miner is done. I'm not sure how much time it needs for the last little bit of iron that's here. And it appears to be stuck. Okay. I'm going to hand mine this, and then I'm going to move my ship to another asteroid and actually test the miner. I've got plenty of iron for now. However, in the next episode I will start, or I will build the suites, and this is also something that will take a lot of iron. Okay, we've reached the next asteroid, the one with the uranium, and the uranium is really in there, although it seems that it is here on the surface. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Alright, let's get the new miner, the Autominer, this big boy, and test it out. So first of all, we have to turn it on by pressing 9, And looking at the PAM script, record path and set home, and disconnect the connector. Okay, and then I'm going to the uranium deposit. The ejectors don't seem to be working, so I'm gonna stop for now. Oh. Oh no. I know what I've forgot to do. Oh. I have forgotten to connect the drills to this system. Ah, that's a stupid mistake. That really is a stupid mistake. All right. And now we can continue. So let's continue the job. I'm wondering how much ore I can get in one go. Okay, but first of all, I want to test one feature, and that is the home option. So that's on the second bar, number 7. Because when I have to go quickly, this is essential. And it appears to be working. It's not the fastest, but it works. Okay, so let's continue the mining. And I won't be sitting in the miner because it's noisy. Well, this was it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, and I will see you next time when we're going to continue with building the suites.